You know how some sentences just feel punchy and full of energy, right? And then others seem a little more indirect, maybe even a bit mysterious? Well, that's not by accident. It all comes down to something called voice. So today, we're going to figure out who's really in the driver's seat of your sentences.
Okay, so let's think about it this way. Every single sentence you write is like a tiny story, and every story needs a hero. That hero is your subject, and how we talk about that hero, whether they're doing the action or if the action is happening to them, well, that's what we call voice.
And it really boils down to two main players here, the active voice and the passive voice. Seriously, getting the hang of this is like unlocking a superpower for your writing. So let's break them down.
All right, first up, let's talk about the one you're probably going to use most of the time, the super direct, super powerful active voice. In the active voice, it's super simple. The hero of our sentence, that's the subject, is the one actually doing the thing. They're in charge, they're making stuff happen. It's clear, it's direct. I mean, it's called active for a reason, right? Let's look at this perfect classic example. The little girl caught the ball. So who's our hero? The little girl. And what'd she do? She caught the ball. Bam. She is the one doing the action. Super simple, super effective. And you can see the formula right here. You've got your subject, the little girl, and a straight shot right to the action she did, caught. There's absolutely no confusion about who did what. The energy just flows right from the subject to the verb. Our little blue bird guide here just sums it up perfectly. Want to spot the active voice? Just ask yourself this. Does the subject tell me who did the action? If the answer is yes, you're looking at active voice. Easy. Okay, so time to flip this script. Let's get into the other side of this, the often misunderstood passive voice. Now, this is where everything gets turned on its head. In the passive voice, our hero, the subject, isn't really doing anything at all. Instead, the action is happening to them. They're on the receiving end. So take this sentence. The ball was caught. Who's the hero? The subject now. Well, it's the ball, but is the ball actually doing anything? Nope. It's just kind of there, being caught. The focus has totally shifted. And you can see how the flow is totally different here. The action, caught, is now happening to the subject, the ball. You can almost see the arrow pointing the other way. The subject is just passive. It's a recipient, not a doer. And of course, our bluebird is back with the other side of the rule. To spot the passive voice, you just ask the opposite question. Does the subject tell me who the action was done to? If it's a yes, you found the passive voice. Okay, this is where it's all going to click. Let's just watch this transformation happen right now. So here's our active sentence. The bird ate the apple. We got a clear subject, the bird, and a clear action, ate. The bird's the hero. And now, for the passive version. The apple was eaten by the bird. Whoa, did you see that? Our hero just changed. The apple is the subject now, but it's just the thing getting eaten. When you put them side by side like this, it is crystal clear. Active voice, it's all about the bird, the doer. But the passive voice, it puts the spotlight on the apple, the one receiving the action. It's the same exact event, just with a totally different emphasis. So, you might be thinking, if active voice is so great and direct, why would anyone ever use the passive voice? Well, get this. It's not a mistake. It's a tool, a strategic move, and it actually has some really cool uses. For starters, you'd use it when you don't even know who did the action, like in, all the cakes had been eaten. Who did it? It's a mystery. Or maybe you want to build suspense. The door was slowly opened. See? It's also great for emphasizing the event itself, not the person who did it. Think about a classic phrase like, mistakes were made. That's a masterclass in using passive voice to shift focus. All right, you've heard the theory, you've seen the examples. Now it's time for a little pop quiz to see if you can spot the voice out in the wild. You ready? Okay, first one up. All the cakes had been eaten. Take a second. Who's the subject, and are they actually doing anything? That's got to be passive. The subject is the cakes, and they were definitely acted upon. Plus, this is that perfect example of when the doer is a total mystery. We have no clue who the cake culprit is. Okay, let's do one more. How about this one? How about this one? The bird had eaten everything. Who's our hero here? What's going on? Yep, that one's active. The subject, the bird, is without a doubt the one doing the eating. It's direct, it's clear, a classic active sentence. You got this. So look, here's the big takeaway. Neither voice is good or bad. It's about what you're trying to do. Active is your go-to for direct, clear action. Passive is more indirect, and you can use it for specific effects. The real key is just choosing the one that tells your story the best. So I'm going to leave you with this little challenge. The next time you're writing anything, an email, a report, even just a quick text, pause for a second, look at one of your sentences, and ask yourself, who's the hero here, and are they in the driver's seat? The answer is going to tell you everything you need to know about your voice.